Dragon Ball games are truly feeding generations, and Gekishin Squadra is no exception. They truly cooked, ate, and left no crumbs. We'll be talking about the absolutely massive bombshell Season 1 announcement, as well as the mixed reception to the announcement of the DLC Pack 3 for Sparking Zero. Again, it is truly mixed. They did miss in some areas, and they definitely hit in other areas. And we'll be talking about Xenoverse 2 stealthily announcing a new Broly character coming to the game. That's right, we are getting a new flavor of Broly, and it's not the Broly we all thought. But first, let's get into Gekishin Squadra. As you can see here, this is the reason why I stayed up late to record this video. They just, boom, here it is. A brand new, basically taking you through how everything went. We're just going to condense what they said here because we have a lot to talk about. So, every season, 2 to 3 months. That's big. Even bigger than that, we'll be getting 3 characters each season. So every 2 to 3 months, we'll be getting 3 characters. So we could be seeing months where we get 2 characters in 1 month if that season lasts about 2 months. Not to mention all the skins and all the emotes that they're adding to this game. These developers are truly cooking. You talk about content droughts, we are not going to be getting a content drought with Gekishin Squadra. That's just not going to be happening. So if you are not on the Gekishin Squadra hype train, it is time to get on it. So with the 3 characters, we are going to be seeing God of Destruction Toppo, we're going to be getting Super Saiyan 3 Goku, and we're going to be getting Gotenks. Now Toppo looks like he's a damage dealer. Look at his attacks, dude. He looks amazing. I absolutely love him. Now, they definitely had me thinking, oh, we're going to be getting Super Saiyan God Goku, because at the beginning of the trailer, he was fighting on King Kai's planet right here with the weights and everything. And I thought they were leading into an announcement of Super Saiyan God because they're going to do like the Beerus thing. But no, it was just because he turned Super Saiyan 3 against Beerus on King Kai's planet. So that was interesting. And then the curveball, because, you know, we're leaning into Super with Super Saiyan 3 Goku from Dragon Ball Super, and we're leaning into Super with God of Destruction Toppo. And then boom, we got Super Saiyan Gotenks, and it looks like he is a tank or a technical character. I didn't quite catch the icon. Okay, so he is a technical character, which does make sense because, you know, he's got all the kamikaze ghost attacks and things like that. And then we get new skins and emotes, but it doesn't look like we got too much of a look at new skins. Oh, no, we do. Okay, there's one. So Super Saiyan Vegeta from the Saiyan Saga. That's actually extremely exciting. So some of these new emotes looking good here. The Gammas there. Trunks with the, oh my god, I love whenever Trunks did that. So absolutely amazing preview trailer for the season, right? And then they went ahead and had this graphic here. So let's just go ahead and break everything down. So Super Saiyan 3 Goku, Super Saiyan Gotenks, and God of Destruction Toppo. Then new skins, we have Super Saiyan Vegeta from the Saiyan Saga. A better look at him here. Looks amazing. Torn shirt Goku. I guess all they know to do with Goku is to just tear his shirts. They could do, you know, Yardrat Goku. They could do Saiyan Armor Goku from the Cell Saga. They could do several forms of Goku. They could even have him dressed in like his outfits when he wore as a kid. But no, they're just going to go torn shirt. And then, of course, DBZ versions of 18 and 17, which is cool. And then some Gekishin Squadra original skins for Hit and Cell. And again, these are probably not all the skins we're getting in this new season because it says and more. I'm expecting we'll be getting plenty more as we go. We're probably going to be getting plenty more. So absolutely amazing stuff here. I love, actually, this graphic here. So I guess what they're going to be doing is starting with Super Saiyan 3 Goku, and then we'll be getting a technical Gotenks and God of Destruction Toppo as the season goes on. Again, absolutely gorgeous trailer. And then this is just them showing off some of the emotes and things like that. And a new mode, Veggie Battle, which, you know, if it's your type of thing, you go for it. So I guess all you got to do is like collect veggies, and whoever gets the most veggies win, from what I'm understanding. So I'm not sure how that will play out with people, because it's really hard to get into a match for the land grab mode in the game. It's I think most people just want to play the standard battle mode, so I think they would probably do best just going for that. And then that's all the new stuff that they announced. So here's your promotion code. Just here's your QR code, and then you type in this code, and you will get your capsules for just being a good sport. So that's Gekishin Squadra. Their big Season 1 announcement, absolutely amazing. I think they cooked with Gekishin Squadra. I'll be honest, guys, if you are not on the hype train, you need to get on the hype train because this is going to be a very, very fun online game that gets consistent support. It'll be on consoles. It's not going to be like a Sparking Zero thing because Sparking Zero and Xenoverse, those are different types of online games. I saw some people arguing about this. It's not like a live service game where they're constantly adding new stuff to it. It's, oh, here's a DLC pack. Here, wait 3, 4, 5, 6 months. Here's another DLC pack. Wait 4, 5, 6 months. Here's another DLC pack. This is different. Consistent updates, constant bug fixes, new characters, new skins, new emotes. So this is going to be the game to play if you are more into the live service games and you want to play a game with a powerful, consistent online community. This is going to be it. All right, and let's change pace here and talk about Dragon Ball Sparking Zero announcing the final DLC pack, or what many people assume to be the final DLC pack, and it actually may be, hopefully not, but they did not tease us with any more. They are basically leading us to believe this is the final DLC pack, so if they do announce more, that would be cool. First off, they announced that we're getting a new stage, which is what many people were hoping to get, and it looks good to their credit. The new stage looks good. Maybe this is why they took so long to make it and had to delay it. We're getting 2 Gomas, by the way. I would have been fine with 1 Goma and just put that time into developing another original character. We'll be talking about that as we react to the trailer in real time. But Do, I always mix them up even in the reviews, but Do, that's not a transformation for Do. So Do has the long Super Saiyan 3 hair thing that he did in the show. That's looking like it's just going to be for an ultimate attack, and then he'll wear himself out. Then we have Super Saiyan 3, not Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta yet, but probably a tease of what many people assume would be Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta, and I'll talk about what I mean in a minute. So Goku falls, transforms. We get Super Saiyan 4 Goku Mini, voiced by Stephanie Nadolny. She does a great job. It's a little bit more deeper, more gravelly. Sounds a bit more like Super Saiyan 2 Gohan from the Cell Saga, but sounds amazing nonetheless. And it doesn't sound just like it. I'm not meaning that in a disrespectful way or anything, but it's just like in that same cadence, in that same area. Kind of like how, like the deep gravelly voice that she does for Gohan, she does for Goku, which, that's the same thing with Sean Shammo. Whenever he did Goku Black originally for Xenoverse 2, he had that gravelly voice that sounded like his Super Saiyan 4 Goku voice. And then here is his new, and I think he's trying to do a slightly different Super Saiyan 4 Goku for Daima than he did for GT. And then you have Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta. And I think that's mainly it. So it's only 6 characters. Now, they gave us 2 different Gomas, which, the more moderately sized Goma and the more big Goma. Now, the reason why I mentioned Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta whenever he was a kid was in this trailer here. If you look for literally just like a frame, many people were pointing this out. If I can get the frame, it's going to be hard to get the frame. Okay, this is the closest we're going to get to the frame. So you can see 2 lines here. These lines are his eyebrows. So many people are saying, oh, this is going to be a transformation for maybe a skin or something, like how they did with Goku Super Saiyan for Goku Mini, whenever they added a costume for the regular Goku Mini in the game as DLC, so that you could use that Goku Mini and transform into Super Saiyan. They're going to do the same thing with a Vegeta from maybe End of Z Vegeta or something like that, but that does not appear to be the case. Because when they did that, they put a disclaimer at the end that it was going to be a costume. And what they did at the end here was, well, they didn't put it in this graphic, but I think it was on the website or something. But basically, on the official website, it lists this Goku as a transformation for Goku Mini, the other costume that we got previously for to turn Super Saiyan. So this isn't even being advertised as a costume. This is just being advertised as a new character because it's a new form, and it's just going to be built into the costume that lets you go Super Saiyan and Super Saiyan 2 and now Super Saiyan 4. So what I was talking about at the top of the video was some misses in this DLC pack. So again, big hit because we got a new level, right? That's pretty cool. Big miss because we're now missing Super Saiyan 3 Goku Mini. So Sparking Zero really prided themselves on giving players autonomy and control over the game, over the gameplay, the transformations, etc., etc. Now we're missing Super Saiyan 3 Goku Mini, which we should not be missing Super Saiyan 3 Goku Mini. Just give us one less Goma. I'm sure nobody would have complained about getting one less Goma. Another thing that people were pointing out is, of course, we're just getting Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta, and they are not going to be getting anything else in terms of transformations. Now, some people were thinking, once these Dragon Balls showed up, they were like, oh, so I guess how they're doing it is Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta are just going to be transformations for the mini versions by having them basically have like a transformation where you summon the Dragon Balls and you just become adults as Super Saiyan 3 Mini Vegeta and Super Saiyan 4 Mini Goku. So I guess the idea would have been you would have to transform into Super Saiyan 4 Mini Goku, use the Dragon Balls, and now you're an adult. And then that same theory would apply to Vegeta, and I think that's where the idea would be you have the eyebrows and stuff like that. But again, that's just like rough theory crafting that people were doing, and it kind of doesn't make sense. You can poke the holes in it. So you could go to the official website, and these are listed as Super Saiyan 4 Goku Daima and Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta Daima. So it does appear that they are not going to be transformations for them because, of course, on the transformations, they were listed, you know, as like a subset of the actual base character. So again, hopefully I'm not like getting too in the weeds on this and confusing people. Hopefully I'm speaking clearly enough. If I'm not, I'll be happy to like make a pinned comment in the description or in the comment section below and make myself more clear. Hopefully I said what I needed to say clearly enough. Now, one thing that people were complaining about, and I think this is totally justified, is as time went on, we got less and less characters. So if you look at DLC 1 Hero of Justice, 11 playable characters, right? We can like kind of, I guess we could like break this down to a more core level. We got just like maybe like one character in Piccolo, one character in Cell Max, one character in Gohan, and then Gamma 1 and Gamma 2. So what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 characters, right? You could say that like if you're just breaking it down on a basic level, because we got Piccolo, Cell, Gohan, Gamma 1, and Gamma 2. So that's 5 characters. I miscounted, but I was actually considering Orange Piccolo as a giant separate character. But anyway, point is, we got Piccolo, Cell Max, Gohan, Gamma 1, Gamma 2. Then over here for DLC 2, we got Goku, Vegeta, Glorio, Pansy, and Ku. Then we got Shallot as a special standalone DLC thing. So again, 11 characters for the first season or the first DLC pack, 8 characters for the second DLC pack, 1 bonus character, and then 6 characters. So as time went on, we got less and less characters. Now, in their defense, for DLC 3, we did get a new stage, but coming at the cost of maybe 2 other characters was lame. Again, there are other characters I would have done. I would have probably excluded a form for Goma and did Super Saiyan 3 Goku Mini just to have a complete look, just to have a complete Goku Mini character. So that's kind of disappointing. And then again, it's disappointing that we didn't get more from Goku and Vegeta as adults from Dragon Ball Daima. But do you think this is the final DLC? Because there is no teaser. There is no teaser. They didn't leave us with anything, and that's unfortunately where we're at with Dragon Ball. They just like leave us with nothing, and hopefully we get something. Unless you're Gekishin Squadra. Gekishin Squadra is going to, feed me for the next 8 months, I guess. Holy smokes, they're just going to feed me. But I mean, in their defense for Sparking Zero, they did cook with the animations. Again, Sparking Zero, the animations normally do look pretty good. And I know some people were like complaining about like the reuse of animations and stuff, but I think where they had to reuse it, it ended up looking pretty good. And I think this is no exception. They just like, I mean, it looks so good to the anime. So I do think that they did good in terms of animation, but I also think like they kind of suffered in some areas. Some people were also saying like he looks a little thin. I don't know if Goku, Super Saiyan 4 Daima Goku looks a little thin to me, but I do see like maybe he is a little scrawny. And then there's another look here where people were saying his head is too big. Again, maybe it is too big. I do see that, but it's just for like this one winning screen. I'm assuming that's a winning screen. But yeah, guys, what do you think? Are you disappointed with the supposedly final Dragon Ball Sparking Zero DLC pack? Again, I'm assuming it's the final. We're just going to market this as the final DLC pack because we don't have any word on another DLC pack. So again, mixed reception. Are you excited? Let me know. I'm definitely going to be playing it. And another thing, as a follow-up to my last video, they are presenting at a Comic-Con. I forgot where it is, but it's going to be starting from like the 25th to the 28th is when they're going to be there. And this release is on the 24th. So maybe if they have something else to announce, like, oh, we're doing another pass or another pack or whatever, it would be there. Or they'll just have Dragon Ball Sparking Zero there on the show floor or something like that for people to play this latest DLC, because it'll be a day after this DLC releases. So that's the possibilities. If there are any major updates, I will let you guys know. Alright, and the final story of today, big thanks to Slow Plays for letting us know about this over on X, formerly known as Twitter. He says, Xenoverse 2 Fury Broly DLC adds 3 new skills, Saiyan Blaster, Gigantic Cross, and Gigantic Nova. So, they did not, as far as I'm aware, actually officially announce that Broly Fury is going to be coming to the game. All we got was the trailer of Broly looking kind of cute. Chilai, of course, though, was looking pretty cute with the whole dating simulation thing going on there. So, we got Broly in the little preview here. But funny enough, if you look here, he looks like he is raging out. And yeah, so we are actually going to be getting a playable Fury Broly from the Dragon Ball Super Broly movie. Absolutely amazing. So the new skills are going to be Saiyan Blaster, Gigantic Cross, and Gigantic Nova. So here's the Saiyan Blaster. Here's the Gigantic Cross, I'm assuming. And the Gigantic Nova. And then, of course, our first look at Broly in his form, I guess you could say. So this is going to be the character. I don't think he'll be transforming into Super Saiyan Broly because he already exists in the game, and that's not something they're really doing in Xenoverse 2. They've added characters like Super Saiyan Gogeta from the Dragon Ball Super Broly movie, and Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta or Gogeta from the movie, and they're separate characters, and you can't transform, and it's kind of annoying. I'm not a fan of it, and I'm assuming they're going to do the same thing here. I'm hoping base Broly is actually playable, because that's something they never do. Even in Sparking Zero, base Broly from Super Broly isn't playable, and I wish Super Broly in his base form was playable, because I really like his design in his base form. I think it's cool whenever his hair gets all spiky and stuff like this, but I really like his hair like this too, and I think there's room to do something with it. I know he doesn't fight in it, but you could at least do something, like have him choke people or something, like he does on the ship. In the movie, so they could do something with this. I don't know why they don't. That's just a big complaint. They could incorporate Chilai into his moveset or something like they did with Legends. Just do something. Don't just, oh, here's Broly Fury, It's a little annoying. But I'm assuming we're getting Broly Fury, and then we're going to get a Temu version of Black Frieza, like how they gave us a Temu version of Ultra Ego Vegeta. So that's at least something to look forward to. Xenoverse 2, of course, consistently cooking with the DLC. Nothing to be surprised about there. But yeah, guys, that's going to be it for this video. It actually ran a bit longer than I expected it to, but we had a lot to cover today. Gekishin Squadra Season 1 preview. We had Sparking Zero. We had this Broly Xenoverse DLC thing. Yeah, this has been an absolutely crazy day for me personally, because I wanted to make a video about Sparking Zero earlier in the day, but I wanted to wait, let Gekishin Squadra marinate, or let Gekishin Squadra release all their information. Absolutely crazy. So Gekishin Squadra is going to feed us for Generation, guys. Make sure you check out Gekishin Squadra if you haven't. It is a MOBA, but it's not like Dragon Ball The Breakers. I think Dragon Ball fans, if you're into arena combat, MOBA, I've never played a MOBA, but apparently the whole thing is arena combat. You're in an arena, you're taking out the enemy gods of destruction. It's just a fun time, so I definitely would suggest you give it a shot. Anyways, guys, that will be it for this video. If you enjoyed, make sure you leave a like, comment down below, and subscribe to keep up to date with all things Dragon Ball news and commentary, and I will catch you in the next one. Peace off.